สวัสดีค่ะ I am Dr. Kamulat Intalatat. I am the chair of the Communication Arts for ASEAN program. Today I'm very proud to be in this orientation program. Together I come with our international consultant of the program, Sarah Gabai.
Good morning to everyone. I'm very pleased to be here with you.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that today is a great day of our program. So I think that before we launch our orientation program, I think we better share with you our video message from our president of STOU.
Hello, I would like to cordially welcome you all to Sukhothai Thammathirat Open University, or STOU for short. STOU has been founded in 1928, and we have just celebrated our 36th anniversary early this month on the 5th of September. Because we are the first open university in Southeast Asia, and our open and distance learning system has been established over 36 years, so I would like to guarantee you that you can access our open learning very efficiently, very fast, and very enjoyable as well. Our vision is aiming to be the leading world-class open university that employs distance learning education system, providing lifelong learning for all. So, to achieve our international goal, we provided you with our first international course ever, which is this program, Master Program in Communication Arts for ASEAN. And I would like to congratulate to you all that you are our first batch of international curriculum. Well, how to study achievely in our university, you need, of course, the first one is your time, secondly is the internet, and thirdly, your discipline. You need to allocate your time and effort in studying and doing the exercise. And last but not least, you need to have passion. You need to motivate yourself to achieve your goal in such a short time. To achieve this goal, you access the internet frequently to talk with your friends, with your instructors, review articles and textbooks that has been assigned. So you can get everything through our open and distance education system, which is very efficient, I would say. Lastly, I would like to wish you all to achieve your goal, and also you study with us with pleasure and with happiness for the rest of your study. Welcome to STOU again.
Yes, that is our welcome message from our president. So I think that right now we better go to our first two subjects of this semester, right? So let's see what will be our first subject of this program. สวัสดีค่ะ I am Dr. Kamulat Intalatat. I'm the chair of this subject. This subject we call 17701. Its name is Communication Art for ASEAN. So this subject is the subject under the Sukhothai Thammathirat Open University. It is under our first international program, School of Communication Arts of STOU. So in this subject, as you might see that it's a course, its name is Communication Arts for ASEAN. Yes, I am Dr. Kamulat, who is the chair of this subject. So I'm very honored and happy to welcome you all. Yes. So in this subject, you will have a lot of variety of idea that will talk to you about kinds of content that will give you the overview of the subject. So in this subject and all the subject of our program, we will have 6 modules. So let me share with you about all the modules. So each module will have some highlight as said. So if you can see from the screen, you may see that the first module is the introduction of the ASEAN, about the kinds of the landscape of ASEAN. So in this subject, we aim to let you know the overall of the subject. For example, yes, some of you might heard about ASEAN or South Asia, but some of you might not familiar to this. So in this module 1 of this first subject, you will know about this landscape of this content. And the second module will be about the overall landscape of ASEAN. So you know well about ASEAN. And then module 2 or second module will talk to you about the media landscape of ASEAN. By this subject, we got the honor from associate professor from the University of the Philippines to share with you the scenario of this media landscape. Compared to the module 1 also, we also have the professor, the Dr. Madeline M. Suwa from the University of the Philippines to share the session. And then the next will be module 3. Module 3 will be the kinds of, you know well about the media. And then we'll talk more about the media literacy among the ASEAN. So by this one, we got Professor Sala Gabay. She is one of our international lecturer of the program. She will share with this program together with Dr. Madeline M. Suwa from the Philippines. So, and the next one, we'll be talking about the landscape or the scenario of the telecommunication system in ASEAN. By this module, you will get a chance to share and learn with Associate Professor Dr. Namtip. She is one among the experts in the telecom system. So she will share you the scenario of the telecom system of ASEAN. And the next one, that is the fifth module, you will talk about, you will share and you will learn, you will get some idea about, hey, what is the next trend of the ASEAN media and communication. By this module, you will share with Dr. Namtip and also Dr. Natta Gomonwatin. She is the media editor of ASEAN media, editor of the Thai PBS, the Thai Public Broadcasting System of Thailand. So by this module, you will learn a lot about the scenario, the futuristic of the communication and media of ASEAN. And the last module of this first subject, it will be ICT for D or ICT for development in ASEAN. So you will see some kind of overview idea about how ICT is happening up among the ASEAN. Some of the R&D action research, some of the update action plan of some of the country. For example, like what is the landscape of ICT in Singapore? What is the landscape of ICT in Myanmar or even in Thailand or even in Laos, in Myanmar or in Cambodia kind of. And then we will make you have the concrete idea about how the ICT facilitate development among the ASEAN. So some of the case study will be clarified to you. Some of the case study will clarify to you about the ICT to facilitate the digital divide to be narrowed down. So some of the best case will be shared. And the next one will be kinds of ICT to empowering or the marginal groups that might be the women, the youth, or the senior citizen, or even the handicapped, or even kind of others. So by this sixth module of this first subject, you will see the whole scenario of communication, ASEAN, and how communication can facilitate or ASEAN empowerment. So we are very proud to welcome you all to this subject to learn about this scenario before you enter to other focusing in other subjects. So in overall, I would like to share with you that in this subject, you will feel very comfortable to know the highlight of this subject and then what will be other ingredients. For example, like you may see on the screen, it will be kinds of the introduction of the course and the course objective. For sure, I have shared to you that hey, we need to understand about the ASEAN. We need to do and understand about the landscape of communication and media of ASEAN and how to facilitate, how to integrate communication media to facilitate and to empower ASEAN. So in general of learning in this subject, yes, you will just follow what is the course guide, what is the study guide that's given to you, And then you can see that we will provide you the course guide or the synthesis study guide. And then in each module, as you already know that we have 6 modules. And in each 6 module, we will have integrate with kind of lesson, exercise, assignment, and kind of that. And in each subject, you will also given one main textbook to be overview, to make you understand the holistic of the subject. Yes, besides from each module that you will be given the key readings, recommend readings and kind of thing. So some of the multimedia will be also provide you by using our web-based learning. So you may see that this is the whole and the main e-book of this subject will be intercultural communication. Intercultural communication will be the main book of this subject. So each of you will be given this book and then you will use it as a main reading of this subject. So kind of. And then for sure, since we are the 100% online, so all communication, all assignment, all comment, all feedback will be based on our web-based. So all assignment will be given to you. We have 6 modules. We will have at least 6 assignments. Other might be some exercise, some extra exercise, but for sure in each module you will have at least 1 assignment. And you will work closely with your teacher, with your author, with your facilitator. Yes, kind of. So about the evaluation, yes, for our program, all the subject we have this kind of experience based. So meaning that you come to study with us with experiences. You do all the function, you do your exercise. So that will be 70% for the overall evaluation. But for sure, for the final examination, we will provide you the physical examination nearby your houses. So don't worry about that. We will keep communication to clarify this about you. So be relaxed and be sure that with our 100% online, all the subject will be well designed to facilitate your comfortable learning and knowledgeable learning. So, and then in your web-based learning, you will have this kind of module, and in each module you will have specific schedule. So in each specific schedule, the system of the web-based learning will declare to you, hey, by this module 1, that will take about 2 weeks. So the date, the time, the year will be fixed up, and then you have to follow that. But if you cannot follow that, then we have some kinds of arrangement, kind of that. So be relaxed and think that all the teacher here will be very happy to facilitate and share with you. So in generally, I would like to say that this module, this experience, this kind of international faculty member, they are design or the module to facilitate all your learning. So I think that by this subject, we are very proud to welcome you all, and we are very sure, very confident in you, because by this subject, we give you the overview scenario of communication, media, and ASEAN. And the one that will work and share and get along with you for the whole semester, which will be about 15 weeks, is from ASEAN, from international, yes, including Thai professor. We are very proud and we are all happy to welcome you to our first subject. Yes, we will meet soon. สวัสดีค่ะ Yes, that is our first subject. You will see that this first subject will give you the overall scenario of our subject, kind of the scenario of communication and the scenario of ASEAN, and then how the communication can facilitate ASEAN development. That is very exciting, very most welcome you all to study this program, right? And then by this first semester, we also have the second subject. that is philosophy and communication theory. This is also very good subject that will give you the fundamental of the kind of communication theory and concept, and how you can apply to any kinds of development. So let's see the second subject, philosophy of communication and theory.
Welcome everybody. It is my pleasure to introduce you course 17702 of the Master Program in Communication Arts for ASEAN. This course is called Philosophy and Communication Theories, and compared to course 17701, it will be more theory-based. Let me talk on behalf of our course chair, Associate Professor Duong Porn. And I'm Sara Gabay, the International Consultant and Lecturer at Sukhothai Thammasat Open University. The course 17702, Philosophy and Communication Theories, is subdivided into 6 modules, just like the first one you have already taken. Module 1 is on Foundations of Communication Theories, and it will be taught by Professor Duong Porn and myself. In this course, we will give an overview of the models of communications, both from the East and from the West, and understand how these are being used in different cultural contexts. The second module, Module 2, will be Basic Communication Skills and Public Speaking, and the course will be taught by Associate Professor Dr. Judith Cruz, who has been teaching in the US and in Europe. We are very honored to have also international faculty in our program. The Module 3 will be on Communication and Advocacy, Critical Analysis in the Socio-Political Context. And also this course will be taught by Dr. Judith Cruz. Module 4 instead will be Mass Communication Theory. And this course will be taught by Director Anotai Udunslip from Thai PBS. And Assistant Professor Nutiya from Mahidol University will also teach this course. Module 5 will be instead on intercultural communication, and it will be taught by Professor Dr. Rosenporn from Bangkok University and Dr. Nitida from Thammasat University, while Module 6 will be Theories of Communication for Development, taught by Dr. Komarat Intararat, the chair of the Master's Program. Let me now outline some of our course objectives. So, first of all, we want you to understand and analyze how communication models work in different cultural contexts, from the East to the West, and how ASEAN countries make sense of these communication models. Another objective is that of understanding the key theories, concepts, debates in media and communication, and see how these affect the social, cultural, political, and economic life in ASEAN member states. Another important course is intercultural communication. It is very important that you understand that different countries in ASEAN are shaped by different cultural, ethnic, and linguistic diversities and realities. And with our course, our aim is to explore those differences and see how ASEAN countries can live peacefully together. The structure of 17702 will be very similar to 17701. There will be key readings for you. These are the mandatory readings that you will read and that will be assigned by your tutors, facilitators, professors. You're also required to do some self-assessment exercises, which will help you to understand the study guides that we will provide to you. You will also be required for every module to submit one written assignment. This will count as your part of your final grade. The book or ebook that we will assign for our course is Media, Culture and Society, an Introduction, and the articles inside this book will be very helpful to deeper understand every module of this course. Again, as in 17701, the final examination score will be 30%. Great attention has to be directed towards the assignment that you will be required to submit, and we will explain later on deeper about deadlines and policy for assignment submission. This is the schedule for 17702 that you will analyze more in depth as we go. Once you finish one module, then the course will close and you will be able to access Module 2 and so on. Know that if you have any questions, your tutors, your facilitators are always here to help you out. Don't hesitate to contact us. We are here for you, and we want you to have a unforgettable learning experience in the first World Master Communication Arts for ASEAN. Thank you and welcome you all to the Philosophy and Communication Theories 17702 course. Thank you.
Yes, that is our first two subjects of the first semester. You will see that it's very lively and it's very interesting program, right? Yes. By this first semester, you will know about the scenario of communication and ASEAN, and then go a little bit deeper and deeper into a specific courses. For example, like the second subject that you just listened to Professor Sala for a while ago. And besides from that, not only these two subjects, we also have other subjects. Altogether in this program, we have about 7 subjects. And then also the same, in this program, we also can provide you kind of different program of study. The first one will be the thesis based. The second one will be the independent study. So meaning that you can select as of your convenience to study thesis or to study the independent study. And the other selling point of our program is, since our program is very experience based, so meaning that by the last subject of our program, we will offer you the graduate professional experiences. So meaning that you can select at least 1 month before your graduation to go to our ASEAN member country to study, to do research, or to do kinds of network. So that will be the first choices. And the second choice is we also have kind of collaboration among some university. For example, like now we got the collaboration with the university in New Zealand or whatever kind of. So meaning that in the last semester before your graduation, you can have your intensive graduate professional experience in any country based on your personal interesting. And I also got some question and some discussion among the interest person that, hey, my English is not so great. Can I got some facility or some help about English? So we have talked with our international consultant of the program, with Professor Sala, that we will also provide you the online English training also. So meaning that our program will be very fully facilitate your learning. Not only about the communication, it's also about ASEAN. It also kind of English professional, and the most important is professional academia in the ASEAN context as well as international context. So I would like to talk to you that this program is really designed based on your benefit and based on our country benefit. So I think that this will be the overall. I have already told you that altogether we have 7 subjects. The other subject will be kinds of more administrative about communication, like comparative communication, and one that cannot lack is the communication research under the ASEAN context, and then kinds of. So I think that this will be the overall subject of our program. You will see all the details in our web-based learning. So just go to our asean-commarts.stou.ac.th. You will see everything. And even this orientation, if today you are not available to follow up, so just go and click again. You will see us there always. And myself, chair of the program, and Sarah, our international consultant of the program, as well as other faculty member, and also the facilitate staff, they will be there. So be sure and be firm that this totally online program will be always welcome you. So next, I think that will be another key step of our program. Our international consultant Sarah Gabai will show you how to kind of use our web-based learning by our web-based learning. So Prof. Sarah, will you?
Thank you, Dr. Commarts. Yes, many times we receive the questions, how do we use online tools to learn? And actually today I want to bring you through very easy steps on what do we mean by online learning. These tips are both for the faculty members and for the students. So let me introduce these steps by first accessing our website. This is our website, the asean-commarts website, where you will find the traditional information about the courses. The information will be updated and as we go with the program. You will see that we have here the login online learning plugin. So we encourage everyone to click here, to both the faculty and the students, to see how online learning is being done through our program. When you click here, you will access the Moodle platform. Here is where all the courses will be uploaded, meaning that every one of you can download or read online the study guides that our professors will provide to you. Let's check the first two examples. During the first semester, we will start with 17701, Communication Arts for ASEAN, and 17702, Philosophy and Communication Theory. You will see that there is a calendar, and let's first click on 17701 to show you how the courses are being uploaded, so how you will see our learning platform. So we will have the title of the first module, Introduction to the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, and then lesson 1.1 will be an introduction to ASEAN. Under every lesson, we have different topics, key readings, and the bibliography with all the references that our faculty members have used to create their study guides. Let's click, for example, on 1.1.1 to have an overview and historical background of ASEAN.
So what you are going to demo now?
Okay, so we will have the title, and then this is the study guide prepared by Dr. Suva. Then we will have documentaries, multimedia files embedded in our study guides. So you will be able, for example, to immediately click on this YouTube video to understand a little bit more about the history of ASEAN. So we just want to mix a little bit the text and the multimedia to make your experience more fun and interactive. You will see visuals such as this map of ASEAN countries.
Just to give the overview, right?
Just to give an overview. Then every resource we upload, for example, the ASEAN Charter, you will also see how the publication appears visually. Okay, and this is the topic 1. The topic 2 is formatted in the same way, and then every student will have key readings.
So this is an example of our key readings.
These are
only first module.
This is the key reading of of 17701 of lesson 1. So you will have the title and then the link that you will be able to access anytime, anywhere. So the ASEAN Vision 2020 and the ASEAN Charter. In this case, you will see that we have 1, 2, 3 key readings.
Yep.
Perfect.
So this kind of reading is already the upload online.
Yes.
Yep.
These readings are already uploaded online, but very important is also to mention that we have an online library from STOU, our university, and they will have all the files also in PDF, and including other resources, hundreds of articles from academic scholarly journals, and all these resources can be accessed through our website. So we will then individually guide the students on like a training session on how to access the scholarly articles through their STOU email, username, password. All this will be explained further one-to-one with our students.
Yes.
So just to complete the overview of our courses, maybe we can show the screen. This is lesson 1.2, where we will explain the 3 pillars of ASEAN. And the topics are formatted in the similar way that we did before. We will have bibliographies as well, key readings, and then the instructions on how to submit every assignment. The instructors will coordinate with the students, and together they will define when is the deadline for submission. It is very important that the students are punctual, because if they don't submit the assignment on time, then their grade is going to be 0. So we also have to be strict, and we know that online is not just fun, but it's an internationally recognized system of learning. So it's also important to mention this. And in this section, the students will be able to discuss with their professors also about grades and how their papers are being graded. I also would like to show you another example, and this will be course 17702, the Philosophy and Communication Theories.
Yep.
So meaning that in the first semester, students will take classes from both of these courses.
Yes.
And again, the structure is very easy, very simple, the same as 17701, just that this is going to be foundations of communication theories.
Yep.
And here again, we'll have an overview of communication, history and philosophy of communication. Let me show you, for example, this file.
Yeah.
So that you will have again an idea of what is expected from the students.
Yeah.
So this topic is the 4 epochs of the history of communication, and we give you a little bit of background of oral communication, how was it born, the different characteristics of rhetorics, and I'm going to show you that there will be some self-exercise. These will not be graded, but basically they will help you to understand the subject better and to interact with your professors. So we will present example from media culture from the US, from the Western world, and from the Eastern world, and try to approach them in a comparative way. We want you to have a broad overview of what communication means in different cultural contexts and how these can be adapted to ASEAN. So you will see that it's going to be a merging of multimedia again and text, and you will click and it will bring you to the YouTube videos.
Yeah. Great.
Yes. So again, our aim is to be not just academic, but also fun, multimedia, learning by doing, not just by reading. Okay. And then let me bring you back to the main menu. So again, we will be able to learn about what is expected in our assignment by clicking here. Also, another PDF will come up with all the instructions, and then we will submit our assignments through this function here. The instructors will coordinate with the students about deadlines and requirements. Professors will also be able to upload new topics, meaning if they have any latest news, announcements, yes, activities, any kind of communication will be on Moodle. But it's also important to add one extra tool to our program. Basically, how do professor and student communicate with each other? We don't want just to be text-based, so our university will work through the Microsoft Link platform, which is similar to how we conduct webinars online. Every professor and every student will be given a username and password that they can use to access the Microsoft Link. This is kind of an instant messaging, chatting video program that will enable professors to share PowerPoint resources, webboard, exercise with their students. And professor can decide to meet students 1 or 2 times a week and discuss about the subjects that they have been reading, if there are any questions, if they need further support. So all the professors and all the students will learn together with us about Microsoft Link. This is an online application, and you need the internet connection in order to work it out.
Yeah.
But with the Microsoft Link, we aim to facilitate the communication through instant messaging, sharing of files, PowerPoint presentation, any kind of feature that is needed for the learner and for the instructor. And we will give all the username and password as soon as we will finish this live orientation.
Yes.
Dr. Commarts, if you need to have anything to add about the program.
Yes, kind of. Actually, by today we plan to have kinds of interactive seminar online, or we call webinar, kind of that. But since some difficulty of the registration system, right? Because once you register, so we can have kind of your login that will be more comfortable. So this is create the a little bit problem by today, because we got difficulty in login system. So we have to apologize this.
We also acknowledge that we are pioneers, because this is the first 100% online-based master program, international master program. And for example, our two professors who are from the Philippines had to be with us this morning, but because of environmental issues, they could not log in with the internet connection. So basically, it's very important for us to be aware also of the factors that might be a problem in online learning. But our IT team will help us at best to make sure that everyone will be easily connected to the internet and interact with their students at best.
Yes, actually our professor from France this morning also would like to join us to welcome you all to be with our program and happy with our program. Yes, for sure. We will have another appointment.
Yes.
Okay.
The next during the next appointment, we hope that students will be able to talk to the instructors, to get to know them, and to ask any kinds of questions. And yes. We are very excited to have you on board. We are very excited for this very new, innovative program. It's internationally recognized, and we think that the future of learning is also online learning for those who work and study at the same time.
Yep. Actually, there is some person asked me about that. Hey, I love to try the totally online, but I also would like to hear the voice of the teacher, kinds of that. So we have designed, for example, like one subject, we will have 6 modules, and in each module you will have at least about 2 or 3 webinars. So meaning that in each module you can hear and see and discuss with the professor. For example, like in our first subject, our professor is Dr. Madeline M. Suva from the University of the Philippines. She will welcome and facilitate and talk with you. And for the second subject, in this first semester, Professor Sala will be the one that facilitates your learning. We will be all here all the time, kind of. And the second question is, if in case that you might have some other cases, some other reading, some other references, and you may need more, you may need to learn more. Is that welcome? Yes, for sure.
Yes, learning is a process. So that means that what we gave you is the study guides and the key readings are just the first step. Then we really encourage you to expand the knowledge and to tailor your study based on your personal interests. I also wanted to add, Dr. Commarts, that what we mean by 100% online is that the final examinations will be, there is no need for you to commute and to travel to Thailand, to STOU to take the final exam. There are academic centers that are in partnership with our program, and we will arrange everything for you, and you can just take the final examination at one of those centers the closest to your home. So I think this is also quite important.
That is exactly our philosophy of our university also. And we committed that the 100% online is anywhere, any place that that is feel comfortable, make you most comfortable to learn at your own environment. So
Yes.
our university, our program will provide you the certified places for your taking exam. That's it.
I also think that a very important highlight of our program, as you mentioned before, is the opportunity to do the hands-on experience in some of the ASEAN countries, but not just ASEAN. You might be able to also study in New Zealand, in Australia, in other countries. So I think this could be a very good opportunity even to find jobs that deal with international affair issues. So meaning that we understand the importance of moving around, not just not just attending a classroom in the established classroom hours. And actually, the skills that we teach through online learning are the skills that you will need when you apply for jobs, because it's not just about studying inside a classroom, it's about learning about other kinds of environments, being multitasking, applying different kind of interdisciplinary knowledge. So we are very excited to embark on this journey with you and to learn with you about this new facilitating process of online learning.
Yes, yes. I also would like to confirm that since right now we all access to any kinds of ICT devices, so even the tablet, the mobile phone, computer notebook, or whatever, you will can access to these courses, right?
Yes, yes. It's very important to say that our study guides will be readable also from your any kind of mobile device, which will make your learning experience more dynamic and mobile. We understand that maybe you can have a lunch break after working hours and you decide to read one of our topics. This is what we want. We want you to really access the educational materials wherever you are and whenever you are able to consult them.
So this kind of thing, we will provide you the tutorial clip and plug into our web base. So that's one. And also the kinds of about our online social media.
Yes, we do have a Facebook page that is being updated almost every day, and we might encourage all faculty members and students to contribute with any kinds of questions they have on our Facebook page. If they want to share some relevant news about ASEAN, please upload. We have a very big network of professional journalists, people working at the grassroots level who are following our Facebook, and so it will be, our social media actually is a good platform for you to network with our community of practitioners. So basically know that if you have an interest in more the media, one of our professors is Anotai Udomslip, who's the director of the Academic Public Institute of Thai PBS, and he might be very happy to organize a visit to the new office of Thai PBS or really bring you through what the Thai public broadcasting system is. If you have an interest more into the media development or development issues, our professor and chair, Dr. Commarts, is also an activist and a fieldwork practitioner. So meaning that all our faculty members have field experience and academic experience. And once that you will log in the Moodle system, you will be also able to check all the profiles, pictures, curriculum vitae of our professors, so that you can have a better knowledge of who they are and what are their areas of expertise.
Yes, as Prof. Sala said, we have lots of partners, both academia and professional, like Thai PBS. So feel confirmed that you are in the great hands, kind of. And then besides from what Prof. Sala has said, our STOU online library is super, right? Can you share some of the database?
Our STOU online library has membership with the main scholarly journals. This means that if you would have to access this kind of resources by yourself, you would have to pay a big price to access these articles that are the ones that even students from university from all over the world access. So basically, STOU has a membership has a subscription with this kind of journals, so you will be able to access all the resources for free with your username and password. A plugin will be installed in our website, and you, by clicking on this plugin, you will access the virtual world of our online university. And again, even if you have any questions, address them to me, and I will coordinate with the library staff to best serve your learning needs.
Yeah, that is all the selling point of our program. And then as I told you in the beginning that some of you might worry about English. So for sure, our international consultant will facilitate kind of. And also we also will design a yearly conference that is hosted by our program. So meaning that as you are our learner, as you are our partners, you will get free for these conferences, kind of. So we will work together.
Yes,
kind of.
I think that the students who have enrolled in this master program have a big responsibility for ASEAN, because now we are defining what is the ASEAN structure, and not many people know about what ASEAN is, the history of ASEAN, and what is needed for ASEAN. So our learners will be actually the first learners to understand deeply the communication landscape in ASEAN and how to take action in creating a good media landscape.
Yes. Okay, so that's our overall about our programs. We are very happy to serve you here, kind of. And then we got some question from the interest one that how about the exam? Because you are worried about 100% online. Will the exam be difficult, kind of that? But make sure that since our program is designed for the experience base, so meaning that once you understand the concept and then you work and then you got kinds of integration between your conceptualize and your experience, the exam will be no problem at all. Yeah. We will still keep the standard qualification, but for sure it will be very friendly to you all, kind of.
I can maybe add something. For example, the assignment, which are 70% of your overall grade, will be essay questions about the subjects that you have been learning. However, it's not just about learning and writing, it's also about thinking. And what we want is to learn with you. We professors want to learn with the students, and we want to know what's happening in your countries. So almost all our essay questions or the final exam will be about how the theories that you learn, the context that you learn in your study guides applies to your country cultural context. And who better than you would know about your country? And we are excited to really learn what is happening in Myanmar, in Malaysia, in the Philippines, not just in ASEAN, because our program is open to everyone, but it's so important to share with the world what ASEAN is and what is happening in your countries.
Yes, I agree with Prof. Sarah. And then last word from your bracing or kind of?
Yes, I really think that if you make an effort to succeed in this master program, of course, I cannot make any promises, but I know that the market demand really needs a professional with an expertise in ASEAN communication. So I really encourage you all to take the most out of this experience. I encourage everyone not to be passive learners, rather active learners. Remember, we're here, we want your questions, we want you to challenge the professors, we want you to interact. This is an interactive program, as if you were using a Facebook page or any kind of social media. So get the most of it, and really don't hesitate to ask questions.
Yes, yes, yes. Since we are very committed and determined to use communication to facilitate all the kind of ASEAN development. So just go to our website, and all the activity, all the updates, all the news will be there. And then by the last occasion of this great event, on behalf of our program of Communication Art for ASEAN, we both, myself, chair of the program, and the international consultant of the program Sarah. So we would like to cheer you up, be happy, and let's be a friend of working and learning together. We do hope that we will work together under this program. สวัสดีค่ะ
Sawadika.